Yo guys, I'm heated. I'm so heated right now. I'm so mad, okay? I'm actually so pissed because I'm so pissed because of two things. So pissed because of two things. Number one, I'm pissed because I actually did an entire video talking to myself because I forgot to hit the record button. I forgot to hit the record button. So everything that I just did, nobody saw it. I opened 3 of these packs and nobody saw it. And the problem was, what I got from this was so good and it didn't get it off camera. I'm not going to be fake and do my reaction again. But basically what happened was that I got 2 cars, I screamed, I went back to my door, I slapped the door, I came back and I cried. It wasn't tears of joy. It was tears of pure pain, okay? Because Hutch, I hate you guys. You know that I want Dodge and you are not. You want to know what were the 2 epics I got? I got a fourth blue Razvani and a 3rd Ford Mustang. I'm not joking. They do not want me to get any of. Bro, you are not making this shit up, bro. Like I said, I'm pissed because I thought I got it on camera, but I didn't because I forgot to hit the record button. I got a 4th Razvani Beast, 4th, and a 3rd Mustang. You don't believe me? Here, boom, 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 boom. Here you go. Okay, not that one, because that's which is the new one. No, not that one either. So is this one, right? Okay, look, 0 days. Literally unpacked this 3 minutes ago. Okay, next up, which is the new Razvani? Is this the one? That's 7 days. That is 35 days, and that is 0 days. 3 minutes ago. You got to be kidding. You actually got to be kidding me. Look at this. All cars, right? All cars. I don't care about the Celine. If that doesn't drop for me ever, I literally do not. I couldn't care less about the Celine, okay? But yeah, Charger, Challenger, 2 Challengers, 2 Chargers, okay? Everything that you see here, I pulled the Beast Alpha X 3 times. 4 actually, but 3 times from this specific pack. I've pulled the Mustang 3 times. I've pulled the Alpha 2 times. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, and by the way, I know I've already opened 5 in total. So, yeah, the other 2 that I opened were Super Beasts. Actually, you know what? They're still in the holding pool, so I can actually show that to you. So yeah, holding pool right here. Boom. Oh, wait. Oh, I already added the other one. So yeah, this one. Yeah, because the first one I opened yesterday. So yeah, the Charger Super Beast. So that's there. So yeah. So many emotions are going through me right now because like I did an entire video and I ended the video with the 3 carbon fibers where I got the 2 epics and they weren't what I was looking for, and now I just don't know. Well, okay, well anyway, yeah, I'm not getting the Dodges, guys. I really don't want to spend like any more money just like opening those packs because I'm probably gonna get epics and they're probably not gonna be what I want, and there's really no point, dude. I've pulled 4 of the blues. 4. They're good cars, don't get me wrong, but it's not what I'm looking for. You cannot. It's actually so incredibly memey for that to happen. But anyway, the video that I was actually recording, which I didn't record because I forgot to hit the damn record button. Let me check. I mean, OBS got that red dot over there, so they better not be messing up with me. It's actually a Pacific Coast Highway video because I wanted to talk about my Pacific Coast Highway collection. So I guess I'm just gonna do it again. So you know what? Whatever. Deja vu, right? So Pacific Coast. This update has been with us for 10 days now. 10 days, okay? And as you can see, I have more Pacific Coast Highway cars than I do Learn the Savannah Way, Lock to Lock, into the Black Forest, Amalfi Coast. Literally, the previous 3 updates, no. I have more cars in the newest update in 10 days. 10 days. 117 compared to 69, nice. 52, 77, and 93. I have almost as many Pacific Coast Highway cars as I do cars from German Renaissance, which is absolutely crazy. And the crazier thing that I was talking about in the video that, you know, didn't get recorded, although I was talking like it was being recorded, is the amount of money that I've made in the last 10 days. Now, this update came 10 days ago, literally 10 days ago. And in that 10 days, I have made 3 million. Let me do the math for you, okay? So I have maxed 61 Pacific Coast Highway cars. 10 of them are common, and for maxing 10 commons, it costs 115,250. When you want to max 14 uncommons, because I maxed 14 Pacific Coast Highway cars, it costed me 255,125. It cost me, this was a huge one, 21 rares. It cost me 643,125 to max those rares. And then it cost me 578,825 to max 34 super rares. Oh, sorry, I didn't even show the full. Yeah, there we go, 61. So 21. And then the 13 super rares, it cost me 578,000. And then the 4 ultra rares, because one ultra rare is about a little over 61,000. It cost me 245,000 cash to max the 4 ultra rares. So in total, in the last 10 days from Pacific Coast Highway alone, I have spent over 1.8 million on upgrades alone. And as you realize, when the update dropped, I had 6 million and I spent 2 million on the new update. And now I'm back up at 5 million. So that brings my total up in the last 10 days to 2.8 million. And on top of that, I maxed out cars that aren't even Pacific Coast Highway. I maxed, like, for example, the BMW 420, which is a Blossom Choice Ultra Rare. It's fantastic. So that's another Ultra Rare. That's another 60K that you can add. I also maxed out my second Yellow Boy wide body, not the OG Challenger. Obviously, I don't have any of the new Challengers because Hutch hates me. But you know, I roast him all the time. But you know, my roasts to Hutch are legit. They're warranted. You know, like I'm not just doing it out of the joy, but I am doing it partly out of the joy, but also because they deserve the roast. So I mean, they have no reason to hate me. Really, the shade that I throw at them sometimes is because they deserve it. But obviously, they're mad at me because they're not gonna give me what I want. They give me 4 blue freaking Razvanis and 3 Maybachs, Mustangs. But yeah, so obviously I maxed out another epic, so that's more cost. So basically, if you round it off, I've made about 3 mil in 10 days. And the craziest thing is, I know everyone is quick to say, oh, Blossom, you have no life, you play clubs all the time. I mean, partly it's true, I do play clubs literally all the time, but it's not I really don't have no life. I actually do have a life, I'm gonna be completely honest, I actually do, okay? Like, I got the whole boxing career to do, and obviously I care about my fitness health a lot. Like, I run 5Ks all the time, I work on my abs a lot, obviously I got a 6-pack. I'm not gonna talk too much about that, but obviously I do actually have a life. It's just that whenever I'm not doing anything that isn't clubs, I'm doing clubs. I know that doesn't make sense, but there are things that I do in a day which I need to do, and also sometimes that I want to do, that isn't clubs. And when I'm not doing those things, aka teaching a boxing class or running a 5K or working on my abs or eating with my friends or hanging out with my friends, I am literally playing clubs. So what I'm trying to say is that I have no time for playing any video games or going to the movies or anything like that. I guess kind of no life. I don't know. The way I balance things, I'm actually really proud of, though, because I made 3 mil in 10 days, but I still have a social life and I'm still working, and I don't know. I think I've just really handled the last 10 days very well. And not to mention, I've moved. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but my background is completely brand new, right? Like, compared to like a week and a half ago, my background is completely brand new. I have moved. So within that last week, I've also moved homes. I've moved my setup. I've moved my Wi-Fi. I've moved all of my display cards, my Darth Vader helmet, everything. Like, just everything. I moved houses, homes. So a lot has happened in the last 10 days. It's been non-stop. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that I kind of need a break. Yeah, soon. I need a break soon. Maybe this summer. I'll probably go for a holiday. I want to go to Japan, so I might have a break, but not soon. I mean, soon, but not too soon. Like in a couple of months. But anyway, guys, let me showcase to you my entire collection once again, because I did it once before, but I wasn't recording. Sad. Okay, so Pacific Coast Highway, 117 cars. I know it feels like I'm saying everything again, which I am, but you guys are hearing it for the first time, so I gotta think about it that way. You guys are hearing it for the first time. So, one thing I want to talk about for Pacific Coast Highway is this. when it comes to this update, it feels weird in a sense when it comes to upgrading cars. It definitely felt weird for me because usually when you get a brand new update, the majority of the cars that you're going to be upgrading are going to be 233 or 323. Barely you would need to drag spec any new car, maybe one or two specialists here and there. But when it comes to Pacific Coast Highway, I know it might feel weird. It definitely felt weird to me, but it will feel like, oh wow, I'm drag specking more cars than usual. And then you start to doubt yourself if you're doing things correctly. No, you're not wrong. If you're drag specking more cars than usual, you are doing something right. Most of these cars are made for the drag anyway because they have ridiculously low 0 to 60s and no handling at all. So straight off the bat, my common collection, 10 of them are max, every single one. As you can see, this Continental is drag spec, the Mark II is drag spec, the Mark III is drag spec, the Mark IV is drag spec, the Barracuda is drag spec, and the Thunderbird is drag spec. The only car that I really 323 truly was the Concorde because it is the best handling car out of the bunch, 72, compared to everything else that you see over here, 65, 60, 61, 63, 59, 59. I believe I drag spec the town car, not drag spec, I 323, yeah, I 323 the town car, and I 323 the Italia as well. Now, literally the Italia has no handling at all. The only reason why I 323 the Italia is because the 0 to 60 is not strong, but the handling isn't strong either. So I was just like, okay, since I'm drag specking almost every single other car, I'll just 323 the Italia anyway. But yeah, all of these are just drag spec. And I gotta say, Barracuda, probably Blossom choice. I've not seen any times yet because I've spent all my time either playing clubs or boxing or working out or stuff like that. But 6.1 for a 0 to 60 for a common is insane. It's also medium, which is like another, plus, I guess. But once again, you're not gonna put that on City Street. Moving on to uncommons. Uncommons, everything is max besides the Fairlane, and that's because the Fairlane is my current project. So when this is done, obviously it's the only one there. Everything else, as you can see, is fully upgraded. Once again, most of these cars are drag spec. The Boss, 4.6 for a 0 to 60. Incredible stuff. What a great bargain, truly. 34 races in 8 days, 4.6 for a 0 to 60. It's amazing. Cyclone is also drag spec because, honestly, like all these handling 68, 66, it's not going to be much. I gotta say though, for a drag car, the Boss 351 handles relatively well. 73, it's okay for a drag spec car. Next up is the Cyclone. This is drag spec as well. Plymouth XNR, drag spec as well. The F-150 Lightning, now this looks good because obviously I love the Trailblazer Extreme, I believe, or the SS Extreme, whatever it's called, the Chevrolet. That's 6.282, I believe, with medium ground clearance. This is 5.880 with high ground clearance. So this looks really, really good, and I believe that they're both pickup trucks as well. So, and they're both RQ26s as well. So I gotta go and hop on Top Drive Records when I have time and really compare the Lightning, the Ford and the Chevy together. Ooh, a classic Ford versus Chevy situation. So yeah, this looks really good, and the photo is just beautiful. I love this car. Obviously this is my first car from the entire update, so as you can see, I've owned it for 10 days. I've not raced it once. Drag spec, of course, and the Eliminator is drag spec as well as the Comet. Obviously the best handling uncommon from this update, best handling uncommon from this update is the Mustang M81 with 85, which is the same handling as the Slingshot. I know I never really addressed the handling cut on the Slingshot. Most of my comments are usually people saying, Blossom, did you notice that the 92 handling of the Slingshot got cut? Of course I noticed. I noticed that on the first day. I just didn't want to talk about it anymore because it was so depressing, but of course I noticed. But I think it's funny to say that the Mustang M81, I'm saying that this is a car with fantastic handling for its RQ, 85. And when you think about it, the Slingshot has 85 handling too. So it's not that bad, okay? I know the Slingshot got cut. It's probably not going to be Blossom choice anymore. But although the handling got cut, the RQ got cut as well, from 25 to 22, I believe. So it's a bargain now. It's a bargain now. It's still going to lose by 50. 85 handling still isn't bad, to be honest. But 92 was astounding, let's be honest. Moving on to rares. Rares is what I'm most proud about, okay? So let's talk about rares in total. I got 21, each and every single one of them. All max, I think, besides one. Not even one. Every single one's maxed, right? And this is every single rare from the update besides two. I'm only missing two cars. I've never dropped the 39 Navigator, and I've never dropped the 32 Mach 1 Super Cobra Jet. So those are the only two. I have everything else, and they are all fully upgraded. So if you have any questions, everything is here. This is drag spec, the best car for the hill climb now, beating the Ram. So yeah, it's really, really good. I have this drag spec obviously for that reason, 6.1. And then obviously the future. I mean, dude, this car is a pseudo 38. I don't know why it's 38. It doesn't deserve to be 38 in my opinion. I know it's the best handling rare from the update. No, sorry, not the best handling. The best MRA rare from the update, I believe it's 77, I think. But still, 77. Are you impressed? I'm not. There's so many rares that can get, over 80 MRA, 85, some even 90. So 77 ain't shit to me. And again, medium ground clearance, I don't care. Because it's not really a car that you would put on the city streets. Medium, small, maybe ocean city streets. Only that. But outside of that, nothing else. Because it doesn't handle. And obviously, yes, it has the MRA, but it doesn't have the top speed. So this car is just shooting itself in the foot. What is really impressive though is the Marauder, standard tires and a 4.60 to 60. That's really, really cool. This is obviously drag spec. I'll just highlight the cars that I drag spec. The Navigator is drag spec because this is a car that you don't want to put on a turn. A, no handling. B, really freaking heavy. Mach 1 is drag spec. Blackwood drag spec as well because 6.6 and no handling once again, and also very, very heavy. Barracuda drag, Torino drag, and that and the E-Transit. The E-Transit is drag spec because once again it has no handling. It's got a very low 0 to 60 actually, to be honest. So yeah, all those that I mentioned are drag spec are obviously drag spec. Everything else that I did not mention is 3, 2, 3. Pause the video if you like, if you want to see those stats. Now, moving on to the super rares now. Got 34 of these, and as you can see, the Reflex I'm very excited about because it fills a vacuum. Before the Reflex, there was only one car in its niche. Its niche being low RQ Super Air 4-wheel drive performance tire, low ground clearance. Most 4-wheel drive Super Airs with performance tires at this RQ range is medium, not low. So usually their 0 to 60s will be a bit more crap, or their handling will be a bit more crap, etc, etc. So the Ford Reflex is almost one of a kind, two of a kind I would say, because the only other car before the Reflex in this niche, low ground clearance, 4-wheel drive performance tire, low RQ Super Air, was the Subaru Alcyone. So now the Reflex is the other car to the Alcyone. I think the Alcyone is what, 5.986, and this is 5.785, and it's lighter than the Alcyone as well. So the Reflex is going to be useful one day, mark my words. Ford SVT F-150 maxed this baby as well. I've raced it a few times, yeah, 26. I maxed the Nautilus. Now the Nautilus is like the prime example of just maxing a car solely because it has a beautiful photo. Literally max this car only because it has a beautiful photo. F350 is drag spec because once again it's too heavy to put it on anything of a turn, and it doesn't handle, so obviously I was going to drag spec that car. Zephyr, I love the photo. Zephyr, whatever it is. Obviously I'll be drag specking the 250 as well because for the same reasons, it's just way too heavy to put it on anything of a turn, and it doesn't handle, so I'm going to drag spec that. I might 323 the second one just for the meme. I'm in no rush to upgrade those cars though. Next car that I have maxed is the Mustang Mach 1. And obviously the Ram is drag spec, as you can see over here. The second Ram I'm going to 323, 72 handling 4-wheel drive off-road is, it's not horrible, it's not good, but it's not horrible, and that's why I'm going to 323 it, mainly because I am once again a Dodge collector. Next up is the Lincoln LS. I love this car. One of my oldest ones. I've had it for 8 days, 47 races. Hopefully it'll be useful one day. The Vices, or the Visas, whatever you want to call it, Visos, whatever, Vsauce. Never used it. I think it's, yeah, I never used it, only for 8 days. Next up is the Bronco. I never used that either. And last but not least, the cream of the crop, the future blossom choice, the Ram, the best Super Air for the city street small. Obviously now the GNX got the cut as well, got the nerf. And you know what's the craziest thing? I've owned this for only a week, 7 days, and I've raced it 99 times already. Yep, I've raced this car almost 100 times in a week, and it has a win ratio of 88%. This car is so good, dude. It's so good. And obviously I have 2 drag spec ones as well. So this is drag spec, this is drag spec. And both of them also, you know, very good win rates with high total races in terms of the fact that I've only owned them for a couple of days. 8 days, 71, 70. And I think this is what, 8 days, 84, 83. So yeah, very, very, very good. Like, I love that car so freaking much. In terms of super rares, I think I've Messenger. I've talked about this before. I've never dropped the Messenger and the Mercury Mountaineer. And yeah, this is, oh, and the Tonka, of course, the Tonka, and the Navigator. So there are a few that I've not dropped. This is NYPD. It's a price car. So I've not dropped 4: Navigator, Tonka, Mountaineer, and Messenger. But I have everything else. Cool. Now we move on to ultra rares. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, so we start off with, yes, I'm working on the Lincoln MKT. Literally same reason as the Nautilus. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful photo. So I'm maxing it out for the beautiful photo. And then obviously the 300s, the Navigator concepts, yeah, I mean, all of these ultra rares that you see over here, I'm an ultra rare collector, so I'm not gonna fuse them away unless they're duplicates. And obviously we want to talk about duplicates, right? So, okay, moving on. We have the Chrysler 300C SRT 8 Touring. Obviously the Continental, I'm gonna fuse them all away besides one. I'll just keep one. I'll fuse 7. I'm only keeping this for the meme right now. Super Bs as well. I got what, 6? Didn't I add one? Did I not add one? Did I have 5 before? I thought I always had 6. Oh, did I not add it? It's still in my holding pool. Am I still in my holding pool? But yeah, all of these will be max eventually. Not the Super Bs, the uniques, like the Rangers and the Mavericks and the Nautilus and all that. But yeah, the Super B, I'll max probably 2 and fuse 4. The only car that I will refuse to fuse away is the Scat Pack wide body. I'm gonna collect as many of these as I can. That's it. So I'll collect as many of those as I can. So I currently have 6. I'll keep all of them. That's completely fine. And then obviously we end off with the Max MKS and the Explorer. Explorer is the first ultra rare that I dropped from this update. So I've had it for 9 days, not raced it once. This is 4-wheel drive standard medium ground clearance. You know me. I love this niche. I love this niche. And then obviously I have 2 of the wide bodies. So this is drag spec 3590, and this is 233 twisty spec, as you may call it, 3693. So that's my entire collection over there. And obviously we end up with the epics. Oh boy. Yeah, man, they do not want to give me the Dodge. They just do not. They do not want to give me the Dodge. 3 Ford Mustang Mach 1s. 3. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, yeah, that's my collection though. None of them max. I got 6 of those. But yeah, dude, I mean, the Mustang is useless for the final as well. I don't need them because I have 4 Resvani V's Alpha X's. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Dude, they don't want me to have the Dodges. They really don't. I got duplicates of every other epic. I mean, yeah, there's the Celine as well, but I don't care. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. That is my 1.8 million investment in 10 days. Hope you guys have a great day. Let me know down in the comments below. Actually, no, you know what? No, don't. Just don't. Do not let me know what your Pacific code. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Chances are you have the Dodge. I don't want to know. I don't care. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna stay safe. Wash your hands. I'm walking out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville
Atlantic.
Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks. Pin up girls everywhere with the drop dead look. Swing it side to side as we